Anthony Slater here with Eric Horn. We're inside Oracle Arena where the Thunder season ended tonight. As always, our Thunder videos are brought to you by J. Marshall Squared, Oklahoma City's only big house apartment community. Eric, Game 7 in here. Thunder put up a valiant effort. Led pretty much throughout the first half at halftime, but 29-12 third quarter by the Warriors kind of overtook the game. Ended up winning 96-88. The effort tonight was good. I mean, I just think the loss here kind of paints Game 6 in a poor light.
Yeah, and also the opportunity for them to come in here in Game 5 and potentially get a closeout there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that was something that was going to be tough to do regardless. But yeah, it does make Game 6 look a little bit worse. But I mean, credit to the Warriors. They made some big-time three-pointers. They scored their first 15 points in the third quarter off of threes, and then their second unit just came alive in the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, Game 6 and 7 combined, the Warriors go 38 of 81 from three, and in the same two games, the Thunder go 10 of 50. I mean, it's so hard to overcome. The Thunder play so well inside. They're long, they're blocking shots. Warriors can't make layups. Thunder are playing gritty on the other end. But when you just get outscored that much on the three-point line, which has just become so important in the NBA, it's tough to win games.
Yeah, I mean, the guys who have been hitting the three with more regularity earlier in the series, like Andre Robertson, who hadn't shot the three like this any time in his career. He was cold tonight from three. Serge Ibaka couldn't hit a three. I mean, Kevin Durant, his three-point struggles continue.
All postseason.
All postseason for Kevin Durant. Russell Westbrook as well. I mean, it was bound to happen where the Warriors were going to wake up from the three-point line, and it did in the last two games.
Yeah, at this point, there's no use in talking X's and O's, everything else. Thunder season is over. Warriors Cavs will be the finals. Now it's a look ahead. Spin ahead. Obviously, this is a huge summer, for the Thunder. For one reason, that's Kevin Durant. I asked him post game, kind of about his future, and he, predictably, he kind of brushed it off. Said, we just lost 30 minutes ago, which he's right. But over the next month, he will have to, think about that. And then Dion Waiters post game, he's a restricted free agent. Obviously, not near as important as Durant's decision, but he said post game he wants to return to the Thunder. You'll see that on the video in a moment. But I mean, just spin this ahead for us for a second. Towards the summer.
Yeah, like you said, Durant and Waiters are your two guys that are definitely going to be guys that you're going to want to look at to bring back. I mean, obviously Kevin Durant and Dion Waiters. Somebody's going to offer him some big money. The way he played this postseason with his defense and being able to make some big shots here and there, he's going to be a guy that's going to be very sought after as a two-way wing. And you're also looking ahead to guys like Steven Adams and Andre Robertson.
Extension, they're extension eligible.
These are guys who are going to be eligible for extensions. They still have another year on their contract going into 2017, but they really blossomed in the postseason as well, and they're going to be guys that the Thunder are going to want to look to lock up long term.
For no doubt about it. Here's Steve Kerr, Billy Donovan, Durant, Westbrook, and Dion Waiters post game tonight.
Dean Blevins, CBS Oklahoma City. Guys, when you look back on the series and things that frustrated you, is there a certain sequence or time in any of these games, or do you think it will be the loss in Game 6 there, if you had a chance to close them out at home, that will hurt the most?
It hurts losing. It hurts losing, especially being up 3 games to 1. But games 3 and 4, they missed the shots that they hit game 6 and 7, and that was our plan. I mean, they beat us from the three-point line the last 2 games. We beat them everywhere else. They beat us from the three-point line. That was a series. So, we fought. Everybody fought hard every single minute they were on the court. It sucks to lose. It sucks, but it was tough. It was a tough series.
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoma. Kevin, I saw a minute or so after the game, I saw you went and got Dion, and you sort of grabbed him and talked to him for a little bit. Can you share with the general message of what you were telling Dion?
I was just proud of him. Proud of all the guys. Win or lose. Proud of everybody for the effort they put in. The things you guys don't see every day, which is coming in. The hard work they put in, the sacrifice they make for everybody in the organization. Just proud, man. It's a journey, man. A lot of people just see the basketball games, but they don't see everything else behind the scenes. And I'm proud of the guys for, staying together and continuing to get better day by day, throughout the whole season. So that was kind of the gist of it.
Anthony Slater with Oklahoma. And Kevin, the loss is still fresh, but you kind of have an unknown future coming over the next month. How do you kind of expect that to play out, and when you'll start thinking about it?
I mean, we just lost like 30 minutes ago. So I haven't even thought about it. I'm just, embracing my teammates, just reflecting on the season. You know, I think about that stuff. You know, I don't know when, but we just lost an hour ago, 30 minutes ago, so I don't know.
Chris Rayner from Real Gym. Coach Donovan talks about the improvement made by some of your role players, Adams, Roberson. Are you guys encouraged moving forward with how they've come along and pushing you guys and getting to the next level?
Very proud. Like Kevin said, those guys, man, put in work every single day. Coming in early, staying in late, watching film, improving their game throughout the season. And, you know, you can't do nothing but be proud of those guys. And, you know, look forward to them coming back next year and being better.
To get to this point now, is it too fresh to look back on it and feel like you guys still accomplished something pretty special?
You know, for us, it was, you know, we wanted to win the whole thing. You know, and I think, you know, there was no moral victories in our locker room after the game. We were all upset. You know, we wanted to get a chance to play for a championship in the finals. You know, so that hurts. But when you sit down and look back at what happened throughout the season, you can be proud of not just the players, but everybody in the organization from the top to the bottom, people that you guys don't even know or ever see contribute to what we bring out on that court. And that's just pride, that's just effort, passion, love for the game, pure love for the game every single night. And that comes from just walking into our practice facility every single day and feeling those vibes and feeling that energy from everyone. And I'm just proud that with all we've been through this season, you know, we stuck together and we sacrificed for each other. And, you know, that's what makes this game so special.
Nick Gallo, KCThunder.com. Kevin, you'd scored 7 straight to cut it to 4. And you guys had strung some stops in a row. Do you feel like that one loose ball, if you'd gotten that one, you could have turned the tide of this?
Yeah. I thought, you know, when we fouled on the 3-point shot, I think that was a dagger for us, and that kind of hurt us. You know, we had some momentum going down. I thought, we had 5 seconds on the shot clock. I thought we got to stop and rebound, and I was feeling good. And coach was coming back to me. Russell was coming back to me. I felt good. So, hey, but there's a lot of what ifs. You know, we could have said a lot of what ifs throughout this whole playoff. So, yeah, I give credit to them. They came out and they played well the last 3 games of the series and won 3 in a row. So, you know, yeah, I give them credit.
Kevin, Nick mentioned that 7-0 run. I mean, was that just kind of you trying to empty the clip late, taking a lot of shots?
Yeah. I seen openings, and, you know, they do a good job of loading up and making me see bodies. So I was seeing just a crack in the crease, and I just try to be aggressive. And like you said, I can't leave anything in the clip. This was the last game. I had to let it all fly. So I like the way we came out. We played tough and hard all night.
Barry Trammell, the Oklahoma, and Russell, you guys played really good offense for 3 quarters, but the third quarter you didn't get much. What happened in that third quarter where the offense stagnated?
I didn't think it was stagnated. I just think we missed open shots. We got the same shots in the first half, hold the basketball, got in the paint, kicked out, some open threes that we missed. But I thought we did a good job taking care of the basketball. Thought it was fun.
Brian Brinkley, KFOR TV. Kevin, Steve Kerr said he thought you guys really improved drastically in the postseason and the playoffs. Do you think you took significant steps forward here over the last month and a half?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. We weren't supposed to be in this position. We faced 2 great teams. I think in the San Antonio series, we really showed who we are, and in this series, and we showed we could play different ways. We went big against San Antonio, and we did a great job of going small in this series. So that shows that we're a versatile team, and we got better. I think when we were losing 8 out of 12, we weren't getting criticized for not being where other teams were, but I thought we peaked at the right time and it got better at the right time. But unfortunately, we didn't come out on top. And that's something that all the guys are upset about. But we laid it all out there. Everybody left their soul out on the court, and we have no regrets.
Tim McMahon, ESPN.com. Russ, at one point in the third quarter, you had a pretty animated conversation with the ref getting in between. What was that about?
I didn't have no conversation with him. I was talking to the ref.
Anyone else?
Yes.
We'll go one more up here.
Scott Osler. Scott Osler, San Francisco Chronicle. Russell, Curry didn't have a you know, he had kind of an up and down series. Second half of the night, he kind of got it going. What did he show you in that second half that you hadn't really fully seen the rest of the series?
He scored a lot on our bigs. You know, he did a good job of making some tough shots over our bigs. Our bigs on the switches came out, and he made some tough shots over top of them.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, really proud of our team. Obviously, coming off a tough loss in Game 6 at home, and to come back and respond the way these guys did. As a coach, I couldn't be any prouder of what they did. I thought in the game, the first half, I thought everything was really good. We moved the ball really well. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well tonight, but I thought our ball movement and extra passing was really good. Second half, I thought that continued as well. Again, the three-point line, and give Curry and Thompson a lot of credit. They obviously made some big shots when it counted. But I thought we played the right way on the offensive end of the floor. I thought we had a lot of poise. I thought we executed really well. I think it came down to they made a few more shots than we did. But we got down by double digits a couple times there and continued to fight our way back. And we gave ourselves a chance coming down that home stretch, and then we had that foul coming out of the timeout there with 5 seconds on the shot clock. I think it was a 4-point game at that point in time, and it went from 4 to 7. So we were playing uphill from there.
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoma. Billy, it looked like the three-point defense was actually pretty good. They just hit a lot of shots. You couldn't get anything to fall in the paint. When you look back, was this a loss that goes on the offense more than the defense?
You know what, Barry, I look at it maybe a little bit differently from the standpoint of I thought we really were up. I thought Curry made some shots. I thought Thompson made some shots. And I said this in Game 6. I thought in the first half, both teams missed relatively good looks. These guys made tough shots tonight, and give them credit. I was really happy with our offense. I think we drove the ball to the basket. We extra passed it. We generated really good shots. Like anything in a 48-minute game, you're going to have some possessions you don't like or turnover. But for the most part, I thought Kevin was terrific. He took 9 shots in the first half. I think he was 5 for 9. But he was finding guys and making the game easy. I thought Russell got the ball to Steven, and he got it to Dion, he got it to Serge. I thought those two guys were terrific tonight offensively. And maybe the numbers don't reflect of them having 35, 36, but what it did reflect was they opened up the floor for us to generate good shots. And I thought this was a game where Golden State made more shots than we did from behind the line, certainly. And to your point, I thought we had some stuff around the rim we just didn't finish.
Jacob Palmer, San Francisco Examiner. What was the difference tonight compared to earlier games with your pick and roll defense on Steph Curry specifically?
In terms of what you mean?
Was he just making shots, or was it something that you guys weren't executing, or something?
No. Again, I've said this before. In the first couple of games, everybody wanted to talk about why our defense was so great, and I said that it's not our defense. We're working hard. We're giving great effort. But I've seen enough film of those guys making a lot more difficult shots than they were taking against us, and I thought we were really giving terrific.
The Game 6 at home, it was the third quarter here. What do you think about how it slipped away?
Just losing all of them, really. They came out on top, man. It came down to just the smallest details. That's what most of these games came down to. So,
this is a championship type team. If you stay together, have you guys talked to Kevin Durant about how much you want him to stay? Have you talked about that possibility?
Not at all, mate. Too focused on him and the team, and everyone was too focused on what we have got going on here. That's why we made it so far. If everyone was caught up with his off-season stuff, and his decision, then we wouldn't make it this far. That's a fact. So he did a good job, and the team did, just wrapping our mind around what needed to be done, and that's what we focused on. And so now, up to him, and we're just here to support him. He knows that.
How long will it take for you guys to get over something like this when you had a chance to close out the Warriors in 3 separate games?
Well, you got to remember this for the rest of your life, man. You're saying like, oh, we should have won the other games. We had so many opportunities. That comes into play, but it's also, it's not like we didn't try. Like, we came out and we battled like every position. We really tried to overcome this team and beat them. And we had plenty of opportunities, and it just didn't go our way.
but our effort was there. Effort and everything that we want in the team.
What are the emotions you're feeling now getting this close to the NBA Finals and coming up just short?
Yeah. What do you reckon, bro? Not excitement, not happy. Yeah. All the negative ones, mate, what do you think of? Going for everyone, but saying that, bro, still proud. Very proud of the team. Proud of how far we've come as a team. New coach, all that. Yeah. And our relationships within the locker room, bro, definitely grew over the season. That's definitely something that could match a championship. That's something to take away from it. Really.
Steven, at the end of the game, you had an embrace with Draymond Green.
You had the sorry?
At the end of the game, you had an embrace with Draymond Green from Golden State. You kind of went up to each other. What was that like battling him this series, and what would it like to finish that way?
Just like the rest of the team, bro. The rest of their team, it was a battle. That's why you just go up. That's why I felt I needed to go up after the game, after the series, and just give them credit, man. Because it was battle, bro. You just, I don't know, that's the sort of relationship you gain respect just for going absolute war with them back and forth. So that's all that was, bro. Just paying respects.
Was there any apology from him or any words of encouragement from him?
There was no apology from either of us, bro. Just like congratulations, good thing. There's no hard, like there's no things off the court. We ain't gonna hate each other. There ain't no hate, but it's like in the court we hate each other. If that makes sense. Within the lines we hate each other. Off the court it's fine. Yeah.
Steven, some of the three-point shots that they hit over your defense, is that just can that rattle composure? Does it cause panic at all? Or
Yeah,
what's that psyche like?
Yeah, it definitely sucks, bro. Yeah, that can. I mean, it's a momentum swing, really. You know, they make big plays like that. Yeah, that's just tough. But as I said before, one of the keys, especially for this team, is to not get rattled. That's one of the main things, because they just take advantage of that, and then it's downhill for the team from there. Maintain composure, stick to the game plan, and rely on it, and trust it, which is hard. Really hard to do, especially if they're making the shots. It's hard to kind of stay disciplined because you feel like you're doing something wrong. But keeping that consistency through it will give you the best chance for this team, and help us out through the whole series. Put us right there with the
You know, this slipped away. Was it Game 6 at home? Or was third quarter here?
Well, I think in the series we did a pretty good job. This game we should have won, and I think, you know what, and they won the series. There's not much to say.
How much do you guys want to keep this team together, and have you talked with Kevin Durant?
We haven't come. Our focus was on the playoffs. We really didn't talk about it, but obviously, we love them, and I think next year we're gonna come back strong and just try to do it again.
Just what are your emotions after this loss? After you guys came so close to going to the NBA Finals and came up short?
I mean, it's definitely tough, because you fought hard. It's not about just this game. You fought hard the whole season.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, man, shit hurt bad.
You guys get the sense, though, that after each one of these games, you guys had it between you, that you guys are confident you guys were able to pull it out?
Yeah, I mean, we got a hell of a team. Look, 1 through 15 guys in here, man. We got a hell of a squad. It's probably the most fun I ever had since I've been here in my 4th year. And first time in the playoffs, it's been a hell of a ride, man. I feel as though with the talent that we have, any game going into, we feel as though we can win.
KD searched you out right after the buzzer. What was kind of his message to you?
I just say he loved me and he happy for me. Did a hell of a job. And I told him the same thing. I love him. And that's my guy, man. That's my guy no matter what. I learned a lot from him. And that's my big brother, man. And special little bond we had.
You guys are both kind of going into an unknown summer. How do you kind of expect the next month to go? Will you chat with him and kind of figure it out?
I mean, we're going to talk. Pretty much probably see each other somewhere down the line before you head out to Olympics, I guess. I'm going to try to, hang out with him for a couple of days and, just chill and, talk and find ways how we can get better, especially this summer. And that's what it's about, man. It's dedicating yourself, your mindset to the gym this summer and just finding ways to get better. And each guy in his locker room got their whole mindset this summer is try to get better, how to help the team coming in next year. They seen what we did this year, was a hell of a ride. Man, so that's the mindset. You know, that's definitely my mindset. And letting everything else take care of itself.
Do you want to re-sign with the Thunder?
Of course. Why not? Since I got here, I feel as though it helped me become a better person off the court. Now, it's not even about basketball. And I've never been connected with a bunch of guys like this that I've actually been close to. And man, why not? With the best fans in the world. You know, I'm definitely looking forward to coming back. We gotta figure out and see how things go.
Do feel like dramatically better during the playoffs? I really do. They've always been very, very talented. They've always been formidable. Our 3 regular season games that we played against them, we won, but everyone was down to the wire. So we knew no matter what that they were going to be a challenge. But I think they got better as the playoffs went on. The series win against San Antonio, they really, I thought, blossomed, and then I thought they played a great series against us, and we were fortunate to kind of eke it out.
Brian Brinkley, KFOR TV, Oklahoma City. Coach, it looked like the Thunder played really good defense on you in the first half. You had just 42 points. What was different in the second half in your mind?
I just thought we were timid in the first half.